Hey everyone, this is Nate from Umbrel, back with a highly requested video. Today, we're going through how to install, how to set up, and most importantly, how to run OpenClaw on your Umbrel. In case you've been living under a rock, like a lobster, OpenClaw is a personal AI agent that lives on your device. It has a memory because it keeps notes, so it learns over time and gets better the more you use it. A home server is actually a perfect place for something like OpenClaw because it's always online. It's running 24/7, so your agent is always online whenever you need it. You hook it up to an AI model, and then you just message it through apps you already use, like WhatsApp and Telegram, and ask it to do things for you. But what things do you ask it to do? And how do you get it to do them? That's what we're going to cover in this video. Let's dive in. So first, let's install OpenClaw on our Umbrel. We'll open a browser and head to umbrel.local. And after signing in here, we'll head down to the App Store. Now, you'll see it right on the Discover page if you're watching around the time this video goes live. But if you don't see it right there, then you can always just search for an app in the App Store. So here's OpenClaw, and we'll click Install. Now let's wait for this to finish. But actually, while this installs, let me talk about what OpenClaw has access to when you install this on your Umbrel. This is different than installing OpenClaw on your laptop and giving it root access to your entire system. It's being installed onto its own sandbox right now that doesn't have access to the rest of your system or any of these other apps that you see installed here. OpenClaw can only access things that you explicitly give it credentials to when you're chatting with it. If we go to Files and navigate to OpenClaw's data directory, this here is what OpenClaw has access to inside its environment, right here. Anything that it reads on your device or any files or tools that it installs and persists, they'll live here. Okay, OpenClaw is almost done installing. Okay, OpenClaw is installed. Let's click on it to open it up. And we're met with an onboarding page specific to Umbrel to help us get started. So this here is where we choose an AI model provider. I'm going to use Anthropic over here, which costs money, but you could use anything you want, including any free models you have access to, as long as whatever they are being run on has enough processing power and the model can handle large context windows that OpenClaw requires. So let's add an API key for Anthropic's Sonnet 4.6. Here we are. Let me snag a key. Click Start OpenClaw. Give it a moment. And that's it. You can start getting your agent to do things right away. OpenClaw on Umbrel is packaged with Chromium, so it can search the web out of the box. And it also understands how to install and persist things, so they survive across app updates and restarts. Let's send our first message. Alrighty, okay, let's give him some info. What are we gonna call this guy? Sonnet, maybe Clawsworth, something classy. You have a butler vibe, why not? Butter vibe? Oh, that is lobster specific. Butler vibe. Awesome, so it's updated its memory, so it's gonna remember who it is. Now, before we give Clawsworth some tasks, there's a really important point that may not be intuitive at first. You're presented with this complex looking UI. There is a billion knobs here, but you don't need them. The whole point of OpenClaw is that it can do everything itself. It understands its own system, it can manage its own configurations, it can modify itself. So literally just ask it to do something or ask it how to do something. For instance, chatting through this UI feels very 2025. Let's see if we can get Clawsworth on Telegram. So again, no need to manually dig through this UI. Let's just ask OpenClaw to do it. And I'm gonna start dictating to Clawsworth instead of typing up messages, I guess, kind of like I would to a real butler. Yeah, let's try this. Hey, can you set us up with Telegram so we can message each other on the go? Let me know what you need. All right, let's give you some instructions here. So first, we've got to go create a bot with @botfather on Telegram. So usually I'd be doing this on my phone because that's how I would message Clawsworth while I'm out on the go. But for this tutorial, I'll use Telegram on my laptop here. Okay, so here's the botfather. Let's create a bot. Ooh, our bot's name is definitely Clawsworth. And choose a username for your bot. It must end in bot. Okay. Clawsworth bot? Perfect. Create bot. Okay, and it's given an API key. Let's copy that and head back to Clawsy. Alrighty, done. Here's the token. There we are. Don't steal my token. Still working through things. If you have a concern, we can just send him another message. Hey, how's it going on the Telegram thing? Asked him not to lobotomize himself. Okay, he claims it's done. Let's check this out. Back to Telegram. We'll search for our, what do we name our guy? Clawsworth bot. There he is. Okay. Give him, it says, give him the pairing code. Okay. All right, let's give him something. Did it work? This tutorial is going surprisingly smoothly. Okay, so no docs, no struggling through this UI. Just ask it to do something and it'll get it done. All right. Let's stick with Telegram messaging from here on out, because that's the main way I'm going to talk to OpenClaw when I'm out and about, out of the house, or really even if I'm just on the couch. So the next thing we'll go through is skills. And skills are instruction sets that teach your agent how to use specific tools or do specific tasks. Your agent could figure this out on its own just fine, but skills are just a way to make things like more reliable. So again, if we don't know what we're doing, let's just ask OpenClaw to help us out. Hey, OpenClaw, hey, Clawsworth, what OpenClaw skills do you have? He's gonna be so mad at me for forgetting his name. Okay, so he's given us some information. Like the look of this one here, summarize URLs, articles, and YouTube videos. Okay, great, can you install the summarize skill so you can summarize YouTube videos for me? Hitting some sort of issue, but again, it has access to its own system. So let's see if it can figure it out. Okay, it's done. Let's use this new skill to get OpenClaw to do some work that we're too busy to do right now, I suppose. Please find and summarize the Introducing Umbrel Pro video from the Umbrel YouTube channel. I want to know the key takeaways. Message me on Telegram when you're done. Okay, so it's going off and doing that. Now, outside of a tutorial setting, we'd be doing something else right now, right? We're not waiting around for him. This is your assistant doing something for you, like while you do something else in the real world. Again, we can see him kind of struggling for a sec, but hopefully he figures it out. It's done it. Well, we did something else, I guess. Awesome. Hope all those details are right. Okay, let's try getting OpenClaw to do something maybe recurring for us. You know, it's running 24/7. We shouldn't have to message it anytime we want something. So yeah, let's try this. Hey, check the Gold Coast Queensland surf report every morning at 6 a.m. Queensland time. Yeah, and message me on Telegram if conditions are rated 6 out of 10 or above. All right, done. So under the hood, it set itself up what's called a cron job, which is going to run every day at 6 a.m. So it's going to do this now until you tell it to stop. And you don't really have to understand how that works under the hood. It's just going to do it for you. Let's try something that feels more like it's in the physical world. Back to Telegram. Hey, can you book me a table at Bar Rosa in South Brisbane for 2 people tomorrow around 7 p.m. for dinner? Here's my details. So, I mean, I know this restaurant and that I'm probably gonna have to give, you know, my name and phone number and stuff. Like, we could just do this live. Just pretend we don't know that. And we'll kind of throw Clawsworth under the bus here and see if he can figure it out. Let me know if you need any more details as you go. Okay, it claims it found their site. Okay, hopefully I don't dox myself here and I remember to blur this. Okay, off it goes. Definitely doing it. They weren't. Damn. I don't even know if I can go. I need to find a babysitter for the kids. Another job for Clawsworth. Okay, now let's talk about how to update your OpenClaw. Whenever a new version of OpenClaw is available, you'll see a notification on the App Store icon down here in the dock. So we click the App Store, click Updates, and we can see release notes right here before we choose whether or not to update our app. Umbrel OS never updates your apps automatically. You always choose when and if to do so. So we'll click Update, and we can see it updating in the background. All right, and that's it. We've installed OpenClaw on Umbrel, learned that the easiest way to configure it is to ask the agent itself to do things. We've hooked it up to Telegram so that we can message it on the go. And we've gotten it to do some real-world tasks for us, from texting us whenever the surf conditions are good, to booking us a table at a real restaurant that I now have to go to tonight. If you found this helpful, give it a like and let us know what you want us to cover next. Also, let us know what you're using OpenClaw for. Thanks for watching, and happy shelf hosting.